Welcome to Thaddeus Walker Productions, where we help creators make better content without overcomplicating the process. In this episode, we're walking through how to build a repeatable audio chain so your voiceovers and commentary sound consistent every time you record. Let's get into it.
If you're a creator, you know the feeling. Getting good audio once? That's not the hard part. The real trick is getting it to sound great every single time. So today, we are going to break down exactly how you can build a system that delivers professional, predictable audio for every video you make.
Sound familiar? You swear you haven't changed a single thing. Same mic, same room, same settings, but for some reason the quality just isn't there. That little bit of inconsistency, it's probably one of the most frustrating things for any creator trying to level up their content.
You know, it is so tempting to just throw money at the problem and think a new, expensive mic will fix everything. But what if I told you the problem probably isn't your gear at all? It's your process.
So let's dig into why this is such a huge deal. If you feel like you're constantly battling your audio, fixing the same hum or hiss in every single edit, well, you're not just losing audio quality. You're bleeding time and creative energy that you could be putting into the actual content. Think about that one video you made where the audio was just perfect. Chances are that was a happy accident. Real skill, the kind that lets you grow, is about building a system that takes luck completely out of the equation. It's about being able to nail it every time, on purpose.
So, how do we fix this? Well, the answer isn't some secret plugin or a magic setting nobody's told you about. It's all about a shift in your thinking. Moving away from just randomly fixing problems as they pop up, and instead building a deliberate, repeatable system.
And this right here just lays it all out, doesn't it? On the left, that's the old way. It's chaos, it's guessing, it's wasting hours in your editor. But on the right, that's the new way. It's a clear process that gives you predictable sound and, honestly, a much faster workflow.
All right, time to get practical. We're going to build what's called an audio chain. This is the real foundation for getting that consistent, great sound, and it's where we turn all this theory into something you can actually do.
Now, before you even click a single button in your software, it all starts right here, with your input. I mean, think about it. If you're a different distance from your mic every time, your effects are going to sound different every time. The goal isn't to be a robot, but to just create a stable starting point. This one habit alone will save you so many headaches later. And this part is absolutely critical. The order that you apply your effects, it's not a suggestion, it's not a matter of taste. There is a right way to do it, and getting the sequence right is what makes the whole system work for you instead of against you. And here it is. This is the four-step chain that works. First, you gently clean up any background noise. Second, you shape the tone with EQ. Then, and only then, do you control the volume with compression, and finally, you set your overall level. Why this exact order? Simple. If you compress a noisy, muddy signal, you're just turning up the volume on all the junk. You're amplifying your problems.
I want you to think of EQ like a sculptor's chisel. It's the first tool you use. You chip away all the stuff you don't want, like that low-end rumble from your desk or a slightly harsh hiss, and you carve out the clear, crisp vocal that's hiding underneath.
Okay, and once you've done that cleanup with EQ, this is where compression gets to shine. Its job becomes so much easier. It just listens to that clean signal and evens things out, taming the loud parts, bringing up the quiet ones, giving you that smooth, professional sound we're all after.
You know, so many of us treat background music like an afterthought, right? It's just something we drag and drop onto the timeline at the very end. But if you really want a consistent sound, you have to start thinking of your music as a key part of the entire audio system.
I mean, if one video has a heavy drum beat and the next has a soft piano, your whole vibe is going to feel inconsistent, even if your voice sounds perfect. The key is to pick music that's designed to sit under a voiceover. When you do that, your mix just comes together so much more easily.
So after all this work setting things up, what's the big payoff? Well, it's a complete game changer for your editing process. This is where the system really starts to pay you back. Big time.
Once you've gone through this chain, and you found the settings that really work for your voice in your recording space, save them. Every single editing software lets you save presets, and what that means is you never, ever have to start from scratch again.
This number right here, this is the goal. I want you to just imagine this for a second. You drop your raw audio into your project, you click one single preset, and your audio is instantly 80% of the way there.
Your job is no longer building a mix from the ground up. It's just making a few final tiny tweaks. This quote really captures the whole mindset shift. You stop being a reactive firefighter, always hunting for the next problem to solve. You become a proactive quality checker, just confirming that your system is working exactly like you built it to. It's faster, it's way less stressful, and honestly, it's just a more professional way to work.
And that's really the final thought here. This whole idea of building a repeatable system, it doesn't just apply to audio. Think about your entire creative process, your editing, your graphics, your scripting. Where are you constantly solving the same problems over and over? By turning those struggles into systems, you free up your mental energy to focus on what actually matters, being creative.
Once your chain is set, your background music should also behave consistently. Tracks built for voiceover content don't need constant adjustment. Our free music packs fit into a system like this cleanly. The link is in the description. And if you found this video useful, please give us a like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. We post new videos and free music packs every week.